So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The Bills had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. The Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Half 56.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, hold.
Allen going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield, here's Allen. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's Allen on first and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Okay, ready?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. He'll look to throw. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Come on, set. Going to be real. Come on, 38.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
No, 52.
They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here we go, set.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready, ready.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got it bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Bills 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Now Allen. Shakir holds it in. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they have 3 more with the field goal.
They're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 5. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 152 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Down.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position he wanted to be in. Coming up to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Alert, alert, alert. 56, 56.
Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try the middle with Cook. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Williams, a man in motion right. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. All right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick, taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Cook again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Cook running right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count. You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's complete to Adams. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another big play right here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert!
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, from both sides, visited, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bills, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bitch bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine.
Come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but it's still light. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay.